Thank you very much for a very kind introduction of me. I'm Atsushi Shira, the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences and the Dean of the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences. It was in the summer of 1988 that with my first passport in my hand, I arrived in the Midwest of the United States to enter the PhD program in the Department of Political Science at the University of Chicago. Back then, I had absolutely no experience whatsoever in learning any skill of English except reading or translation, either in my high school or in the University of Tokyo. Nonetheless, I managed to survive the PhD course, to receive the degree, and even to have 1 year teaching experience as a visiting assistant professor in the United States before I came back to Japan. This is why I believe that though the language education in the University of Tokyo back then was limited, especially in its active learning component, if compared to what we have now, it did more than prepare the basis of a communication skill, so to speak. Naturally, I was and am very thankful for what I learned in Japan, but I am still full of enthusiasm for studying abroad. The reason is simple. It would provide a student like me with a truly eye-opening experience of diversity. At this university, the student body has become increasingly homogeneous over time, particularly with respect to their alma mater. For instance, the data show that in recent years, almost half of the students of the selective and therefore prestigious Faculty of Medicine of this university are the graduates of 3 high schools. The homogeneous population makes communication among them much easier because they share a similar point of view almost about anything, but makes its member less perceptive to the existence of diverse points of view about any given phenomenon. At the University of Chicago, in contrast, I found the student body, in particular on the graduate school level, very heterogeneous. I still keep in touch with my cohort, including not only American, but also Dutch, Swiss, Korean, and Taiwanese friends. To my great surprise, I happened to realize that a Taiwanese friend of mine was born on the same date of the same year as I was. It is true that we were both in Chicago by chance in 1988, but our perception of the world and of its history, including that in East Asia, were far from similar. In my view, it is hard within a homogeneous population to become perceptive to diverse stances or opinions, or to come to respect differences. In addition, it is also hard to be aware of dilemmas in our society, local, national, or even global, without broad mindset. These dilemmas include sustainable development and peaceful multicultural coexistence. We should be fully aware of questions like, can we reconcile economic growth with environmental protection, or can we reconcile the interest of majority with that of minority? This sensitivity to diversity and another sensitivity, which is a sensitivity to change, form the core of our culture of reflection beyond the conventional boundaries of knowledge. Our societies keep generating seemingly irreconcilable dilemmas. We cannot reconcile the irreconcilable without integrated knowledge and open mind, which is cultivated in liberal arts education. In my view, it is our mission to keep incubating future generations of true global citizens who would be more than willing to tackle common agenda in the future in close collaboration with their friends across territorial, linguistic, and historical divide and beyond spatial and temporal boundaries of knowledge. Thank you very much.